When people think of Dominican Republic, they automatically think of all-inclusive resorts in Punta Cana. Don't get me wrong, all-inclusives in Punta Cana are great, but there's more to Dominican Republic than just that. This is why I am here to show you the beauty this country has to offer. This episode is dedicated to Puerto Plata. Located on the northern coast of Dominican Republic, San Felipe de Puerto Plata is the capital of the province of Puerto Plata. Just like Punta Cana, this beautiful city is known for the resorts that include Playa Dorada, which translates to Golden Beach, and Costa Dorada, which translates to Golden Coast. While I did stay at an all-inclusive resort during my trip, I made sure I was able to explore the city outside of the resort. I have a list for you of must-do activities while visiting Puerto Plata. At number 5, we have visiting the Del Oro Chocolate Factory. I love chocolate, so it just made sense for me to stop by. It's a quick 20-minute tour that explains the process of creating chocolate from the cacao plant from start to finish. When you first enter, you're greeted with a free sample of their house-made hot chocolate and a brownie. I will warn you, the hot chocolate is scalding, especially when drinking it in the DR climate, but it tastes like heaven. After that, they'll take you to a room where you'll watch a video of the process. Then you'll see all of the machines they use to create the chocolate and are able to sample them. Some are even infused with rum. At the end of the tour, you're able to purchase any of the chocolates or souvenirs at the gift shop. The tour is complimentary, so this is a great activity to do if you're looking into something different and are on a budget. At number 4, we have horseback riding. I've always wanted to go horseback riding on a beach, so I decided to take the opportunity during this trip. I've never ridden a horse before, so I was a little scared I wasn't going to be able to maneuver my horse well. But the people at the horse stable were pleasant to work with, and they made sure to ask every person's experience level to partner them up with the appropriate horse. I was partnered with La Crema, which means the cream. She was so sweet. She loves to follow the rules, so I had no issues with her. She was a great horse. This tour was one of the excursions offered at the resort. The company is called Rancho Salvaje Lorilar. I've placed their contact information on the screen in case you wanted to contact them directly to book. At number 3, we have the Classic Cars Tour. This is a must-do in Puerto Plata if you have limited time in the city. It's a guided tour with a driver who takes you around the city to explore. You have the option of hiring a paparazzi for the tour who takes pictures and videos of your whole experience. I was in a party of 5 and he charged $70 US dollars for all of us, which equates to about $14 per person. You're able to choose from 6 different classic vehicles, and there are a couple of stops included within the tour. One of the stops included in the Classic Cars Tour is the Amber Museum. Entry is included with the tour. If you don't know what amber is, it's a fossilized tree resin. Because of its beautiful color and natural beauty, it's been made popular to turn into jewelry. Dominican amber is considered the most valuable one in the world for being the most transparent, along with an abundance of fossil insects and distinct colors. This giant amber I'm holding is worth 16,000 US dollars. You're allowed to hold it, but when you do, remember it's worth 16,000 US dollars. If the logo seems familiar to you, it's because it's exactly what you're thinking. It mimics the Jurassic Park logo. They're able to do this without any copyright issues because there were scenes from Jurassic Park that were filmed in the Amber Museum. I don't remember the details to the transaction, but it has something to do with the owner of the museum allowing Steven Spielberg to film in the location for free in exchange for the rights to using the Jurassic Park logo as the Amber Museum logo. Another stop within the Classic Car Tour is the ever-popular Umbrella Street. This is where you'll be taking your Instagrammable pictures. Fair warning, once you arrive that area, everyone's going to be crowding around the cars trying to take pictures with them. From the Umbrella Street, you're going to walk a couple of blocks to Paseo de Doña Blanca. It's an alleyway painted entirely in pink to commemorate Bianca Franceschini. She's an Italian native who arrived Puerto Plata in 1898 along with her husband, Isidoro Reinieri. Bianca Franceschini became a pioneer in early tourism in Puerto Plata, which is why this alleyway is named after her. Besides that, this is a hot spot for your Instagram. I recommend not wearing red or pink when you do the Classic Car Tour, so that when it's time to visit Paseo de Doña Blanca, you'll be able to stand out from the background. The final stop in the classic car tour is the Fortaleza de San Felipe. It's just a drive-by tour where you can see the building from the vehicle. Again, I highly recommend this tour, especially for cruise travelers stopping in Puerto Plata for a couple of hours. The duration of the tour is between 1.5 to 2 hours. It costs 2,500 Dominican pesos per adult, which is approximately $46 US. And for children, it costs 1,500 Dominican pesos, which is approximately $28. Here's our contact info. I booked it through WhatsApp and made a 50% deposit before the trip, then paid the difference once the tour was over. Side note, make sure you download WhatsApp before going to Dominican Republic. This is a common form of communication to make reservations. I know I just bombarded you with a bunch of sightseeing locations with the classic car tour, but at number 2 we have Fortaleza de San Felipe. The car tour doesn't give the opportunity for you to go inside, but if you're a fan of history, this is a must. The entrance fee is about $2 US, and you're able to learn about the history of the fortress. It was commissioned by King Felipe II of Spain in 1564 and was used to protect the city of Puerto Plata from pirates and corsairs. In many occasions throughout history, the fortress was used as a prison. The most notable prisoner was Juan Pablo Duarte, one of the founding fathers of Dominican Republic. The fortress became a museum in 1965, then underwent renovation and officially opened to the public in 1983. It houses artifacts from the 18th and 19th centuries. The Fortaleza de San Felipe is the only remnant left of 16th century Puerto Plata. Everything else was destroyed during Dominican Republic's War of Restoration. Last but not least, at number 1 we have the Teleferico. The Teleferico is a cable car where visitors can ride up a 2,600 foot or 793 meter high mountain called Pico de Isabel Torres. What makes it so special is that this is the first cable car in the Caribbean. The ride itself takes about 7 minutes each way. At the top of the mountain, you can see its main attraction, the statue of Christ the Redeemer. Yes, this is just like the one in Brazil. Anyhow, inside the actual dome, there's gift shops where you can buy souvenirs ranging from Mama Juana to tabletop ornaments. And there you have it, the top 5 things you must do when you visit Puerto Plata. I hope you enjoyed this video and found it helpful for your research if you're interested in visiting different cities in Dominican Republic. Feel free to give it a thumbs up and subscribe. What city do you think I'll do next?